have our valve Vanos body here. We'll take this out. We're going to be replacing seals on it as well, like so. We're going to be replacing these seals. I'm going to put that to the side for now, but we're going to be taking the seals out of here and here as well. So in order to do that, I have to undo these bolts right here. These are 5mm hex. What I'm gonna do is peel them out and see if the caps will come off. Yep. I'm gonna be replacing this seal as well, and as well the seal on the piston as well. So what you want to do is take out the piston like so, and we're going to be replacing this seal right here. Gonna clean it. I'll be replacing the seal that's inside there as well. Look at that gunk. Wow. Get some cleaning done. Alright, so I cleaned up the Vanos body a little bit. Used brake cleaner and some simple green. So now let's take care of these seals. So this is the intake side piston that goes here. So there's a double ring on here. There's this top outer one is a Teflon, and I believe the one below is a regular rubber or Vuitton ring. So how you take them off is you have to take a knife, something like this, and you just have to make a slit in it, so that way it'll come off nicely. Yeah, be careful, don't gouge the metal. And this ring is off. Now let's take the other one is out as well. You want to clean it with some brake cleaner. Now we have to reinstall new rings. So the new rings are right here from Basin. What you have to do is take the inner ring out, and you want to slide it. Make sure that it's all clean. Spray it with some brake cleaner, and you want to pull the ring over the like so. Now this is the Teflon gasket. So you have to take the Teflon ring, you have to kind of stretch it over. It's going to be a tight fit, but it's manageable. There it is. You just have to straighten it. It did not sit. It will form back in place. So you want to make sure that it's seated properly all the way around. So there it is. That's the new ring. Now what you have to do is take some oil. You could take the oil that you and place it over the ring, and you want to insert it backwards here. And you want to leave it there for about a minute. Reason being is that will allow the Teflon ring to take its shape around the cylinder. So you want to just leave it there and let it memorize its new position. Now, in the meantime, while this is seating, you could take the exhaust side and do the same thing. You want to cut it. You want to cut the old one off. The exhaust side, doing the exact same thing. You want to take the rubber ring and stretch it just like you stretched it around the intake side. Now, same thing with the Teflon ring. These are tough to get over the edge, let me tell you. Like that. It actually works better from the bottom than from the top. So we got half of the exhaust ring attached. Let's take a look at the intake side. See if the ring has seated itself. And there it is. Looks like it's seated nicely. So now, still leave it inside if you wish, and we could put the exhaust side ring to do the same thing. In the meantime, we could take the get some oil, lubricate this, and you could put the exhaust side in so it could memorize its new position and let it sit there. Now in the meantime, we could take care of the inner ring that sits over here, right there. So for the inner intake, you have to just kind of pry it out. There it is. Now we have to take out the rubber seal. It's gonna take some finesse. And there's the rubber one. All right, so we got the seal out. See how nicely the ring is seated now. That's what we're looking for. It's nice, uniform shape. So this is all set. Now we have to put the inner ring in. Now for the inner ring, what you want to do is you want to take the rubber seal, you want to pinch it in the middle, almost there. Let's see. Boys, we almost got it. Look at that. We almost got it. Let's see. Come on, sit in there. We got the rubber one in. Let's see if we could make this one go in now. Oh boy. Now for the Teflon ring, you have to do something like this. Let's see if this will work for us. Oh. I guess it didn't work the first time, so let's see if it'll work the second time. Let's try the pliers first. Like so. And then let's see if we could seat it. is. All right, so now we have it seated. Let's see if we could put the seal in, the piston in, and wait with it for a minute so it could seat itself. Get some oil on there so it can have lubrication. Like so. Put the piston in there. Let it sit there for a minute or so while we take care of this side, because this should be memorized already. This ring is nice and memorized. Now we have to change the smaller ring, which is right here. So I have to cut it off again. There's the old ring. Clean it. Nice and clean. We could finally put the smaller ring in. You have to get it over the lip in this type of fashion. Here comes the fun part again. Get these Teflon rings again. So let's see if we could stretch it over. We have to help. So with our pick, we have our Teflon ring installed. And what you want to do is to get the ring back in smaller size, you want to place a little clamp on there and tighten it down for a minute or so. This way the size decreases. Like so. Hold it there for a little bit. So the ring gets compressed. Good. Now it's a little smaller. Now what we could do is lubricate the ring itself. We're gonna put it in to the cylinder. There it is, and hold there for a minute or so. This way that Teflon ring adjusts to the exact size of the piston hole. All right, so now we're left with this. I think it's a pressure regulator if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna clean this up. Some simple green, and look, starts looking like new again. So I have to install the new O-ring over here. Come to the old one. Like so. Put the new one on like this. Boom. So we have the seals on the regulator. Oh, these are brittle. Now we have to take the seals from the caps. Like that. We take our second cap. The same thing, and there you have it. Those are the caps are done. We have our regulator done. So now we have to insert the oil regulator valve. There's two holes on the side here. What you want to do is you want to locate them so they're pointing to the sides. I'm gonna put some oil on the O-ring. So eases the installation. Like that, and there we have it. We have a complete rebuilt Vanos unit. We have new seals on the pistons inside the cylinder. Have our disc, which we did a while back. So our Vanos is bulletproof, and we got our shafts with no play. Exciting things, you know. So with the Vanos completed, now we can move on to the cams, which we'll resume working on tomorrow, which will be in the second part of this video. So if this was helpful or you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing, and I will catch you tomorrow when we'll be working on removing the original cams and installing the cat cams. So I will catch you soon. Peace.